Oh my god. It's like, it either looks like I'm getting my car fixed or I'm about to be murdered. Oh my god. Hello, how are you? Wow, you're grabbing those very aggressively. No, I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just letting you know that that's what's happening. One's human, one is an alien, and they're just going to town on me. Wow, she put that all the way down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 3, 2, lift off! Yes! We've done it, sir! Oh! Oh! Does anyone have a cigarette? Jesus Christ.
But Felisa wasn't imagining things, as her son Rob and her grandson Carson would discover when they stayed over one night.
Let's go, buddy.
In the middle of the night, we heard a loud crash, and it was my son Rob running through the baby gate. Kevin and I jumped up out of the bed, came out.
They're down here.
Rob was frantic. My son was shaking.
What happened?
He said, I was woken up by an old lady. She was in my face. When I woke up and I turned and grabbed Carson, her face just disappeared. Rob knew that it was a ghost. He said, I will never, ever sleep upstairs again. I was scared. And Carson had 103 fever. Only thing I could think of is what the neighbor said about Eleanor. I was told that Eleanor was a nanny. We believe she was waking him up to tell him that Carson was sick.
What is she doing now? This is getting out of hand. I can't believe this.
Sour Diesel was born into New York City in the early 90s, which at the time was the center of a national war on drugs. Despite being one of the most popular strains in the cannabis community today, the real Sour Diesel is actually one of the most difficult strains in the world to find. Even the creator of the strain is unknown to the public, but recently, a New Yorker by the name of AJ came forward and claims that he's the one who's responsible for keeping the strain alive all these years. It was a very dangerous time for cannabis growers, sellers, and even buyers. In order to produce top-shelf quality bud at the height of the city's crime crackdown, you had to be willing to face jail time. Luckily, AJ and his friends were, especially after they discovered Sour Diesel. They found the strain after years of combing the city, looking for the highest quality cannabis in the country. They would come across a bag of seeds, which they would later call diesel. And at the time, diesel was slang for something that meant extraordinary. And this strain was flawless. The citrusy, THC-rich buds produced by the seeds instantly became a sensation. In a city known for high-rolling consumers, diesel would go for as high as $50 per gram. People couldn't buy the strain fast enough. And with more demand than AJ and his friends could handle, they had to be very selective of who they sold to. Eventually, buying and selling diesel became such a cutthroat operation that it left a trail of soured friendships in its wake. Business partners became rivals, friends became enemies, and diesel, well, diesel became known as Sour Diesel.